Good morning, children. Welcome to the online geography class. Today we will do chapter number 6, North America, location and physical features. Now, first of all, formation of continent. For thousands of years, people believed that the continents were fixed in their position. Now, about the continent and the ocean, however, it has not always been the same on Earth's surface as it is today. As we are seeing Earth nowadays, it was not like that many years ago. So, in 1912, Alfred Wegener, a German meteorologist, made an attempt to explain the present day distribution of continent and oceans. So, in 1912, Alfred Wegener made an attempt to explain the present day distribution of continent and ocean, how the continent and ocean was there. So he proposed that about 225 million years ago, all the world's land masses were joined together to form a supercontinent, which he called the Pangaea. According to him, the Pangaea was surrounded by a huge water body or a super ocean, which he called the Panthalassa. So one supercontinent was there 225 million years ago, and the name of that supercontinent was Pangaea. And a super ocean, only two things were there. One is Pangaea and one is Panthalassa, a super ocean. Now this Panthalassa was the primitive Pacific Ocean. He suggested that Pangaea broke and there was a horizontal displacement of continent, and this is called Wegener continental drift theory, or Wegener's theory of continental drift. According to Wegener, the Alfred Wegener, German meteorologist, so he suggested that about 135 million years ago, the Pangaea broke into two giant continental blocks. The northern block was called Laurasia and the southern block was called Gondwana. Now the Laurasia is present day North America, Europe, Asia, while Gondwana comprised South America, Africa, Australia, Antarctica and India. The sea that formed between the two continental blocks, that is Gondwana and Laurasia, that is the Tethys Sea. So he suggested that only two continental block was there. The northern block was Laurasia and southern block was Gondwana. So when Pangaea broke about 135 million years ago, then we got two land masses, that is Gondwana and Laurasia. So after that, this Laurasia became North America, Europe and Asia, and Gondwana became South America, Africa, Australia, Antarctica and India. Now the sea that was formed between these two continental blocks, that is Tethys Sea. So about 65 million years ago, North America drifted from Laurasia, while South America, Africa, India, Madagascar, Australia, Antarctica drifted from Gondwana. Now the westward drifting of North America and South America resulted in the formation of Atlantic Ocean. So you can easily see that how this land masses and how this North America has been discovered. The westward drifting of North America, South America resulted in the formation of how the Atlantic Ocean was formed, how from Panthalassa Pacific Ocean has been created. So this is the history of the land masses and the ocean. Now the northward drifting of India resulted in the formation of Indian Ocean. Now due to the drifting or breaking of the continent, the Arctic Ocean and numerous other seas were formed. The size of Panthalassa was reduced as all the continental blocks drifted towards Panthalassa from all sides. Thus the remaining part of Panthalassa became the Pacific Ocean. Now the remaining part of Panthalassa became Pacific Ocean. Later, Wegener's theory of continental drift was improved upon by adding the idea of sea floor spreading. Now, how the sea floor has been discovered, this is a new concept and it is called plate tectonic theory. Now, what does this theory says? The theory says The earth crust consists of plates known as lithospheric plates or tectonic plates. There are 6 major and 20 minor plates, all of which float independently. The surface area of plate is very large in comparison to their thickness. Plates are continuously moving, however, rate of movement is extremely slow, a few millimeters each year. The energy required to move this plate is produced by internal heat of the earth, and the tectonic activities such as earthquakes, volcanicity occur along the plate margin. Thus, the plate tectonics theory has validated that the continents and ocean have never been stationary. The continuous movement of lithospheric plate has resulted in drifting of continents and formation of several new oceans and seas. So that's all for today. You have to learn this chapter, and this chapter will be there in your annual syllabus, and you will get the uploaded version of your syllabus. Means you will get the uploaded things, means I'll upload the syllabus in your respective WhatsApp group. Thank you all. Have a nice day.